There's a strange shift in the atmosphere around you, one you can't quite put into words, yet it presses against your heart like a storm about to break. You may have dismissed it before, calling it coincidence or random emotion, but now it's unmistakable. The air is heavier. The feeling is louder. This time it's not the world speaking, it's something far greater. It's divine. The spiritual realm is stirred, and within the last few hours the energy surrounding you has transformed. Something invisible is unfolding, and though you may not fully grasp it yet, your soul senses the change. Angels have been drawing near, watching closely as you move through this shift. They've been observing how you respond to the subtle signs sent your way, a dream that flashed and vanished, a peculiar sound that echoed longer than it should have, or a conversation that ended in a way you didn't expect. These weren't coincidences. They were signals, pieces of a larger message sent to guide you forward. What you're experiencing isn't your imagination. It's part of a sacred alignment written in the heavens, just for you. You're being drawn into something profound, even if you don't fully understand it yet. Recently you lost something. Not a physical object, but a piece of your own spirit, a sense of peace that had once quietly kept you grounded. That peace is making its way back to you now. Along with it comes a truth you weren't ready to receive in the past. But now the timing is right. Somewhere out there, a soul who once vanished without closure is whispering your name in prayer. Their spirit has been restless. Something within them is unfinished, and your soul is carrying that same weight. Until the truth is revealed, neither of you can move forward. Their revelation holds the power to change your life if it reaches you in time. Pay attention to those around you. Someone close, someone who seems warm and kind, hides something in their energy. Their smile masks a storm. Envy clings to them, and behind your back they are plotting something they believe will catch you unprepared. But Archangel Michael wants you to know you are protected. Even the thoughts others haven't spoken aloud yet cannot touch you. A shield of divine light covers you, deflecting intentions before they take shape. Those who try to dim your radiance will find themselves wandering in darkness, unable to match the light they sought to harm. The pain in your body lately isn't just physical. It's energetic. You've unknowingly taken on burdens that don't belong to you. That's why no amount of rest seems to help. You're carrying too much of what others have left behind. But clarity is coming, and it won't be quiet. It may arrive as a voice message, a sudden letter, or an unexpected face. However it finds you, it will come like lightning, bold and loud, leaving no room for confusion. Those who once mocked your silence will freeze in awe at your voice. It will sound different, charged with power and truth. The transformation will be undeniable. You are no longer the same person you were weeks ago. What you endured, the betrayal, the doubt, the grief, it all served a higher purpose. It carved something sacred into your being. What was sent to destroy you only sharpened your spirit, forged your resilience, and built an armor no darkness can pierce. You're approaching a moment that will define your future, a moment that will quietly become the foundation of your next 7 years. The heartbreak, the delays, the stillness, they were all part of this sacred preparation. There is someone in your life carrying a secret too heavy to hold any longer. They're about to confess a truth that will shake your world. They've lived in fear, hiding behind false smiles, but their time has run out. A woman who once pretended to protect you has been working against you in secret, driven not just by emotion but by greed. Her lies are unraveling now, and soon the people she sought to impress will see her for who she truly is. You won't need to fight for justice. Divine hands are restoring balance on your behalf. You will be vindicated through favor, not revenge. Every attack has been turned into a blessing shaped specifically for you. You've been watched not just spiritually, but physically. Someone has been studying your routines, not out of admiration, but with intent. They believe they're hidden, but they've already been seen by eyes that never sleep. Meanwhile, someone from your past, someone who thought they had lost you forever, is silently hoping for a second chance. They're clinging to memories, unsure if there's still space in your heart. And soon, you'll receive something that looks nothing like a blessing at first, maybe a problem or a disruption, but inside it lies the key to a silent prayer you've been hoping would be answered. Your path has not been easy, and it's no accident that certain people are no longer walking beside you. Their exit was painful, but it was part of heaven's plan. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Someone close to you was jealous of how others were drawn to your light. Their quiet resentment grew, and they acted on it in hidden ways, but they underestimated the power protecting you. Your ancestors, your guides, they've been clearing your path. Every strange hesitation, every whisper of distrust in your heart was a warning. You weren't overreacting. You were awakening in a world that still sleeps. And for that reason, your path has been hard, but so is your favor, unexplainable and unstoppable. Look around your home, there's something there. Something small, but heavy in spirit. An object that's held stagnant energy, draining you without your knowing. You'll be guided to let it go soon, and when you do, rest and clarity will return. You may also feel an urge to move, maybe physically, maybe just emotionally or spiritually. The place you're in has served its purpose, but your spirit is ready for more. New doors require different spaces, and you are being drawn to one of them. There is a soul out there, one you've never met, who has been dreaming of you. They feel your presence without knowing your name. The connection is real, divinely timed, and soon your stories will collide. When it happens, both of you will recognize it instantly. Something deep in your souls will click into place. Even in moments when it felt like the heavens had gone quiet, you were never forgotten. The silence was never a punishment, it was preparation. And now that silence is breaking. Messages are flowing in. Dreams, numbers, strange surges of emotion. They're not random. They're divine instructions guiding your next steps. Something legal or unfair may have been used against you, manipulated to cause delay. But that plan is being overturned, not by human hands, but by spiritual authority. Justice is unfolding behind the scenes. A stranger, someone you've never considered important, is about to play a significant role in your destiny. Their presence may be brief, but their impact will be profound. You've cried in silence over those who left when you needed them most. They never understood the weight of their absence. But what they left behind was a strength they never imagined you'd build. That strength is now your trademark. You're no longer defined by what hurt you, but by how you rose from it. And your healing will soon inspire others who've been quietly watching you, waiting to see if you'd make it. You have, and now it's your time to shine. You were never made to blend in, and deep down, you've always known that. That feeling of being out of place wasn't a flaw, it was a sign. You were created to stand out, and that uniqueness is about to elevate you. Even when others failed to see your worth, heaven recorded every quiet effort, every whispered prayer, every night you cried alone. None of it was wasted. And now something is shifting. Someone who once misjudged your kindness for weakness is about to learn the truth. Your silence wasn't surrender, it was strategy. You're about to receive something so unexpected, you once thought it was beyond your reach. This is restoration, not just in love or provision, but across your whole life. Your steps are being watched, guarded. The storm you're walking through has not gone unnoticed, but you're not walking it alone. Even something as personal as your birthday holds a clue. A forgotten memory, a moment connected to that date, will return and reveal something far greater than you knew. Someone is losing sleep over you, not out of obsession, but because they can no longer ignore what their spirit knows. When they reach out, it will be with sincerity and hope. You've underestimated your own strength, but every step of your survival has been divinely guided. You were made for this journey even when you didn't choose it. And now someone is coming into your life not to take from you, but to pour into you. You've given long enough. Now it's your turn to receive. Something is shifting in your life, and it's going to look nothing like what you expected. It won't come with bright lights or grand announcements. In fact, at first, it might even seem like a problem. It'll show up quietly, wrapped in inconvenience, maybe even chaos, and you'll wonder why it feels like everything is going wrong again. But it's not a mistake. This is the start of your breakthrough. The next chapter won't begin the way you dreamed it would. It will test you first. It will reach into the parts of you that still feel uncertain, still feel tired, and ask you to hold on just a little longer. But if you can hang in there, even for a moment more, you'll see the shift. You'll realize that what looked like another obstacle was really the door you've been praying for. Right now, someone out there is searching for you without knowing your name. Their spirit already recognizes yours. They've been praying, hoping, longing for someone who carries the light you do. And when they find you, there'll be a peace between your souls that words won't be able to explain. It will feel like home. You might not see it yet, but you're part of someone else's divine alignment, and the connection is already unfolding in the unseen. This quiet stretch in your life, the silence that's felt almost too still, is sacred. It's not punishment. It's the breath before something divine enters. Heaven is holding space for you, preparing the way, lining up the right words in the right mouths. Your name is about to be spoken by someone who feels led to support or recommend you. They don't want recognition. They've just been nudged by something higher, and they'll follow through. Doors will begin to open in places you've never stepped foot in. You may have felt behind, like the window for your blessing is closed, but the truth is nothing was denied, it was delayed for your protection. What you thought was rejection was redirection. You were being hidden, not forgotten. And now you're being brought into position. The pain that followed you through the last season, the confusion, the loneliness, it didn't bury you. It refined you. And now the shift that's coming won't just change your life, it will change your entire family line. The patterns that tried to follow you from the past end with you. The blessings that couldn't reach those before you, they start with you. You weren't placed here to just get by. You weren't born to only survive. You were meant to rise, to transform, to light a path for others. And even though it might still feel like you're in the middle of a storm, the celebration for your victory is already echoing in places you can't see. It's happening. The moment where your pain becomes your purpose, your struggle becomes your strength, it's already unfolding. The people who once dismissed you, the ones who laughed when you were low, will be silenced not by your words but by your results. You won't need to explain anything. Your transformation will say it all. There's a door you thought would never open again. Maybe it's a relationship, an opportunity, a part of yourself you thought you lost forever. But that door is unlocking slowly, almost without you noticing. Someone who once misunderstood your silence is finally realizing the strength it took to walk away instead of fight. They're being pulled back, not for revenge, but for resolution. Heaven is making things right. This part of your life may feel quiet, but it's the kind of quiet that comes just before something incredible breaks open. The angels are still working. A person who once cursed you in anger is now whispering apologies into their pillow, haunted by regret. You might never hear the apology out loud, but the universe already has. And more importantly, you don't need their words anymore. You've outgrown that chapter. You've become someone untouchable, spiritually elevated by every unseen test you passed. There's someone, maybe even recently, who's looked at a photo of you with tears in their eyes. They finally understand what they lost, but that realization is arriving too late. You've already been shifted into new territory emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Your light can't blend in anymore, and it's not supposed to. It's meant to shine so bright it wakes people up, even if it makes them uncomfortable. You carry truth in your presence, and not everyone can handle that. Something deep inside you has been preparing for a moment your heart wasn't fully ready for until now. There's been a divine setup behind the scenes, and it's about to be revealed in full. A whisper in your dream, a flicker in a room where there's no wind, a sudden knowing in your chest. These are not random. They're confirmations. Truth is surfacing. What was hidden, twisted, or used against you is coming into the light, not to shame anyone, but to finally free you. The weight of the past is lifting. You're stepping into your voice, and this time when you speak, people will listen. Not because you're louder, but because your words carry divine weight. There will be no more mocking, no more doubt. You've earned this next level. The authority you walk in now is spiritual. It can't be taken, only recognized. There's someone you haven't met yet whose spirit has already been near yours. They've felt you in dreams, in random moments they couldn't explain. They don't know it yet, but they're being drawn to you. And when you meet, it won't feel like the beginning. It'll feel like a continuation. At the same time, someone close to you is about to be exposed for betrayal. It's not to cause more pain, but to cleanse the space you've outgrown. Light is pouring into all the dark corners, and truth is the only thing that will remain. You'll have a full circle moment soon, maybe in the very place you were once dismissed or mocked. That space is about to honor you. The same people who once turned their backs on you will watch as everything they overlooked in you is elevated and celebrated. Not because you sought revenge, but because truth always rises, and you are walking truth. Your healing isn't just yours. It's generational. What you're breaking through now will free people you'll never even meet. You're dismantling patterns that held others in silence. There are forces still trying to delay what's coming, but they've already failed. Your path is sealed in divine glory. Nothing can intercept what's been marked as yours. Soon, an unexpected visitor will appear. It may not even be a person, it could be a sign, a dream, an animal, or a symbolic moment that jolts your spirit. However it arrives, it will confirm what your soul has been sensing. You're not searching anymore. You've become the light others are seeking, and that light in you, it can't be hidden anymore. Someone is still replaying the last conversation they had with you. At the time, they didn't get it. But now they can't stop hearing your words. Regret has taught them everything pride wouldn't let them learn. Someone else has been speaking your name with dishonor, hoping to damage your image through charm and deception. But it's all unraveling. Their web is tearing thread by thread. Truth always wins. The spiritual crown that was stolen from your family line is returning, and you're the one chosen to wear it. Not for ego, but for healing. You'll carry it with the humility and power your ancestors prayed for. You're being reintroduced to the version of you that existed before the heartbreak, before the betrayal, before the confusion. But now that version is wiser, stronger, radiant with everything you've gained along the way. Soon something will happen that seems almost too good to be real. You'll wonder how this is even your life now. But don't second guess it. Don't pull back. It's your time. Let yourself have it. The very ones who walked away when you needed them most are now watching from afar, in awe that you're still standing. Your strength makes them question what they gave up. They thought you'd crumble. But you were being positioned. You were never meant to just make it, you were meant to overflow. And that overflow, it's coming. You are the lighthouse now. Others will find their way through the storm just by watching you stay lit. So don't stop. Don't dim. The heavens are fully behind you. Everything that's coming is already written in your name. Keep moving forward. You're not lost. You're exactly where the miracle finds you. They called you too emotional, too intense, misunderstanding the depth you carried. But you weren't breaking down, you were breaking open. You were tuned into something higher, something they couldn't grasp. Now everything is shifting. A financial breakthrough is on its way, arriving from a direction you never expected. This isn't just for you, it's for the legacy you're building. Someone connected to your life, maybe not even by blood, will rise because of your prayers. Your strength is rewriting their future. Every door that once shut in your face is swinging open. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. You're about to be known, not for your pain, but for how you transformed it into power. People who once doubted you will witness your elevation. You'll be surrounded by peace, not noise. Your glow speaks louder than words ever could. You're not behind, you're being carried into perfect alignment. Your tears were never wasted, heaven collected them, and now they're returning as blessings. Someone who once overlooked you will soon see your worth, but you won't need their approval. You've already risen. This is your confirmation. You are chosen, protected, and walking straight into what was always meant for you.